Hello, this is Oleg with OpenBOM, and today I'm going to show you step-by-step lesson how to start using OpenBOM bill of materials and views. For this purpose, I will be using my new OpenBOM account that I just created. You can see no bill of materials, no catalogs, only demonstration data. Before starting this, let me give you a few examples of and explanations about what is OpenBOM view. You can think about OpenBOM view as a lens that shows you some of the information from bill of materials, but not everything. So think about this bill of materials that contains information: part number, description, quantity, manufacturer, part number, supplier, catalog number, unit price, and service. You can think about different views, and the engineering view will have only 4 properties included. Procurement view might have a different set of properties, and the maintenance view will have a different set of properties. So by selecting an appropriate view, you will get a subset of information from bill of materials, but not everything. Another picture that I want to show you is actually demonstrates the concept of views together with filters. So one view can give you a subset of information, like for example this 6 properties, but you can also filter this based on the information in additional property. So views, it's a very powerful mechanism that allows you to get a subset of data and share a subset of this data with somebody else in OpenBOM. But before we get there, let's learn how we can start using bill of materials and views. So views are defined in administration of your account. So if you go to views and you have new account, you have default view for catalog and default view for BOM. You don't need to worry about this from the beginning, because if you're going to create a new BOM, you start from your data. So let me start from the beginning and let me create a very simple bill of materials. So that would be my demo 1 bill of materials, and I will create it. Now when bill of materials is created in OpenBOM, it has 5 basic properties. You can customize it, and let me, for the purpose of this example, I will add a few additional properties, and I will add property for calculated cost, and I will add it to bill of materials, and I will also add another property for supplier, and I will put supplier name. So for the purpose of our sample exercise, that would be enough, and we will think about very simple part lists that we will be creating. No sophistication, no structures, no catalogs, anything. It's just bill of materials with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pieces of information. Now pay attention, when you create bill of materials, you're getting view is off. It means you can see raw data. So no view is applied. Everything that you see in the BOM is what you have in the data. So always pay attention. If you have view is off, it means that you actually see everything and not a subset of the information. So let me put some data in this BOM, and I will put the data of parts. So that would be 3 parts with part numbers. I can put the quantity, and I can put some additional information if I want. That would be my screw, and this would be my nut, and that would be my base plate. Okay, and I can put some additional information, like for example calculated. I can put the cost, and I can put the calculated cost here, and I can put a supplier name. So that would be ABC supplier, and that would be my dummy supplier. So what is important now is that we got the bill of materials, and we would like to create one view for engineer and one view for supplier. So let's decide how we will create them and what will be in what properties will be inside. But for the moment, I'm going to create a new view. So when I create a view, I say this is the engineering view, and I created this view. So view is created. I will not start using it because view is empty. Pay attention, if I will try to switch to this view, OpenBOM will say engineering view has 0 properties. You cannot use it. Just define properties first. So to define properties, we need to go and we need to edit this view. So this little edit icon, you click on this and you are getting in the definition of the engineering view. There is no properties in the view. But pay attention, there is a magic button. It's a get properties from BOM. So what you can use this button to start from the very simple set of properties, everything that we get in a BOM. Click on this button and you get these properties immediately. And now you can decide what you leave in this BOM and what you leave in this view and what you will get rid of. So for example, I don't want supplier, and I don't want the cost and calculated cost. So for engineers, I want to get only part number, image quantity, and description. So I click on apply, and now we get this view. Now pay attention, I switch to engineering view, and this is what I get. So I get quantity, I get a description, and I get only engineering information. Now let's move on, and now let's create another view. So now I create another view, and I will call this view supplier view. And I save it. You already know this view initially has no properties, and we need to edit it. The same story. I'm getting to the empty view. I get properties from the BOM, and now I would like to exclude thumbnail image. I would like to exclude actually, you know what, I can leave it everything else, and I will have a supplier name and calculated cost and cost, and I will apply it. So pay attention what happens if I switch to supplier view. I get another set of properties, and I switch to engineering view, and the view is changing. So in this situation, we get now 2 views, one engineering view and one supplier view. Each one will show a specific subset of properties from the bill of materials. And remember, always, you can go to view off, and you will see an entire set of information in the bill of materials. So to repeat again the lesson, what we've learned today is how you can start from a very simple BOM, how you can define a view, how you can easily bring property to this view just by grabbing all properties from the BOM, and how you can create a subset of properties and allocate it for each particular view. So that was Oleg with OpenBOM, and next time we will learn how can we use views together with BOMs and catalogs. Talk to you soon. Thank you very much.